I really hate wasting my time. I've completely abandoned the idea of being an early adopter when it comes to new TV shows and movies. In order for me to believe I'm not about to waste my time, I listen to a handful of different YouTube culture critics and reviewers. When I hear a bunch of them have told me that something's garbage, I usually skip it. If I hear everyone saying it's good, I make an effort to watch it. Now, this doesn't give me 100% good results, but it's much better than trying to take a stab at the vast array of shows and movies out there without knowing what you're going to see, at least in terms of not wasting time. I am not a big aficionado of anime. A good friend of mine back in the Air Force was really into it. He insisted I watch one that he was absolutely sure I was going to like. So he had me watch Ghost in the Shell. I kind of liked it. It was okay, but I didn't love it. And then he tried to show me several other shows that he thought were good. I just couldn't get into them. And I've really had kind of a lifelong bias against anime. Now, when it comes to my wife, she's even more of a snob than I'll ever be. Where I can find various animated movies and TV shows that I enjoy, she pretty much refuses to watch anything that looks like a cartoon. So to me, it's very shocking that both my wife and I like this new live action show, One Piece. This show is very refreshing change to the vast sea of crap being produced over the last several years. One Piece began as a Japanese manga, which is a form of comic book that started in 1997. As such, there is none of the influences of our current Western hysteria pervading it, nor the slightest bit of political contagion of something written to appease the modern audience, which doesn't really seem to exist. If I were to sum it up in one word, I'd call it fun. In the general sense, it's an adventure story designed to be fun, built around ideals such as friendship and living by a code, uh, following one's dream with a goal to put oneself in the middle of the adventure. These are all very well told stories. These are interesting characters. They're very easy to connect with. At first, they seem a little alien because they are Japanese manga anime archetypes. But once you get past the surface, you discover that they're very complicated, interesting characters. Uh, they're understandable. They have sensible motivations based on their backgrounds. They have flaws and weaknesses to overcome. Things modern storytellers in the West seem to have completely forgotten. One element that's really done well in the show is they work in flashbacks to explain the character backgrounds. And they're all so interesting that you don't mind that you're briefly being taken away from the action. And very intelligently, these flashbacks don't take over an episode. They're only like a portion. So there'll be like a break in the middle of the main story going on to give you a better understanding. And you're all the better for watching it. Since the original author is Japanese and the source material is manga, there are a lot of elements that may seem jarring to you if you're not familiar with the genre. Combination of strange and tropic driven names, truly bizarre costuming, and a very quirky world. They do a fantastic job tossing you into this very different world, and in rapid order, explain the overview of what's going on and what it's all about. To sum it up, this is a world that's mostly water and islands rather than big continents, or at least we don't know of any big continents yet. It's a world dominated by pirates. The pirates are quirky and surreal. The world itself is very deep and rich. Uh, it I shudder to use this name in the same vein, but it is Tolkien-esque in its depth. It's just not as serious. Uh, the world itself feels like a place that exists someplace else. Some of the characters do have superhuman abilities, and the source of which is explained in the show. At points, it can almost seem a little like a superhero movie, but don't let that dissuade you because the story is told in a way completely unlike anything that's come out of Marvel or DC for the past 5 to 10 years. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a huge anime or manga fan, and my wife is definitely neither of those. Yet we both like this. If you're looking for something that's fun, that's entertaining, and doesn't make you feel like you wasted your time watching it, this very well might be the show for you. And to make things better, we've been told that a second season is going to be produced. So, in the comments below, what do you think? Have you watched this? If you do mention a spoiler in the comments, please proceed your comment with the spoiler warning. Uh, I hate spoilers, so I don't like doing that to anybody else. If you've seen it, tell me what you think. Be very interested if you're a fan of the anime or the manga, how you've come to this, because it seems like both camps, the people who have been following this for years and the people who are new to this, seem to both like it. Please smash the like button. If the YouTube algorithm brought you here and you're not one of my regular subscribers, please look at my titles. I do a lot of different things. I'm sure you'll find something you might enjoy. Consider subscribing. And if you know someone who might find this interesting, please share it with them. Thank you for spending time with me this evening and hope to see you again in a future video.